to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Angela, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my top 5 favorite hairstyles that I like to do when my hair is just too dirty, just too far gone, when dry shampoo just doesn't do the trick anymore and you just have to get it out of your face and find some way to look presentable, but you still just don't have time to wash it. So if you want to see how I achieve these 5 different looks, just keep watching. Alright, so the first look that I'm going to do today is a basic ponytail. This look it works a lot better when your hair is dirty, especially if you have thick hair, because if you struggle with thick hair, then you know that it's hard to keep any type of ponytail or bun on the top of your head. And when your hair is dirty, it stays better. So we're gonna start by teasing our hair a little bit. I know teasing isn't the healthiest for your hair. I don't go super crazy, and I just make sure that I am very, very careful when I comb it out. And then I'm gonna take the roots a little bit right here and tease. I'm literally just grabbing sections, and so I'm gonna grab this section because this is gonna help give the ponytail a little bit more volume when you put it up. As you can see, there's already lots of volume. So I'm going to take, let's see, an elastic, put it up on top of my head, maybe pull some pieces out to frame my face. One thing I did forget to mention is when you're doing these hairstyles, it does help if your hair is like, if you have some day-old curls in it, or you can even curl your hair while it's dirty. That's what I did before this video. I just curled it, but not too much because I had a lot of extra curl left from the days prior. So, yes. So as you can see, like, there's just a lot of volume here. Once it's up, you can do a couple of things. You can leave it just like this, or you can take a piece of hair and you can like wrap it around the rubber band like this and then pin it so that it looks a little bit fancier so that you can't see the rubber band. I'm not going to do that for the purpose of this video. I'm just showing you guys different ways. Let me go ahead and tilt this up a little bit so that you guys can see better. So, and then sometimes what I'll do is I'll tease a little bit more to get some like big hair going on, and it's a little bit crazy and wild, but it's cute. And then I just top it off with hairspray. So that's the first hairstyle. It takes like 2 minutes to do. It's super easy and super cute, and it looks like you tried even though you probably didn't. Alright, so the next hairstyle we're going to do is just your basic top knot, and I'm leaving my hair like this because you can get a top knot from doing this. So if you do this step first, but you want to take it a step further and you want to do a cute top knot, you'd still do the teasing, which makes it a lot easier. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can wrap your hair all the way around like this and kind of tie it off that way. Or what I kind of like to do, because I like some pieces kind of like sprawled out. Let me just tease that a little bit more. I like more of a messy bun, like not super perfect looking. As you guys can tell, I like messy hair. So what I do is I go ahead and I take my hair, you're gonna get another elastic, and I take my hair like this and kind of form it all the way around my head and pull it forward like this. And then I kind of just start wrapping like that, sort of. And it kind of just creates a more messy effect and has some pieces hanging out. And then you're just going to kind of tie it like this. And then obviously I'm not going to leave that piece like that. But you can go ahead and like tuck some pieces in, leave some pieces sprawled out. And then hairspray it up. Hairspray is your best friend. That's how it looks from the side. And that is hairstyle number 2. So for look number 3, we're going to go ahead and do the space buns. A couple of you guys have been asking me for this hair tutorial. It's super, super easy. It's just the space buns on the sides of your head. I already teased my hair enough for the first few looks, so I'm going to skip that step, but you're definitely going to want to tease your hair a little bit for this. And then you're just going to go ahead and take a comb, or you can just take your fingernail. Actually, it's easier for me when I use my fingernail. Or not. Your fingernail or comb, whatever is easiest. And then you're going to part your hair down the middle and down the back just like you would if you were going to do normal braids on your hair. I'm gonna go ahead and just move this one out of the way while I do the other side. So what I do is I pull it back this way, like so. And then I don't like as much hair hanging down as I did in the beginning, in the first two hairstyles. I just like kind of like the baby hairs down to frame my face like this. And then I'm going to put my hair up. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on both sides, and then I'll show you guys how you get the space buns, which is super, super easy. And then before I frame the buns, I kind of like to make sure that all of this is the way I want it to be. I like it to be a little bit messy and pulled out and just kind of like all over the place. And then to get the bun, it's really simple. The more teased it is, the easier it's going to be to get the shape bun that you want. So I'm going to put some hairspray, tease each side. You could totally leave it like this if you want to, but I'm not going to. So then you're going to take each side and you're going to fold it this way, away from your ears. And then you're going to go around like this and kind of like just tuck it in. And then use a rubber band. Kind of like tug at it until you get the look that you want. I do have some baby hairs that fall out in the back, so I will pin those. And then also pin this into place a little bit more with just regular bobby pins. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. Twist away from your ear. And then go up and around. So the space buns are really that simple, guys. You can make them messier with pieces hanging out or bigger. Just tug at it to find the look that you want. All right, so this is the space bun look. This is how it looks from the side. So for look number 4, I probably should have done this look first before I teased it and messed up the curls, but it's fine. It's going to be a top knot, but it's going to be with your hair a half up, half down hairdo. So I do this one a lot as well when I still want my hair down, but the roots are just way too dirty to keep down. So I'm just going to gather my hair from, let's see, I actually gather my hair more from this part right here. This is personal preference too. You can start all the way down by your ear, or you can even start farther up. It really doesn't matter as long as you like it. So, and then I'm going to grab a little bit more from the back right here because I want it to sit right there. So, and it's the same process of doing a normal top knot. So I'm actually going to take a small elastic, a clear one, because this isn't as much hair. So, and I'm going to pull it through like this. Secure it. Kind of pull it out. And you can even leave it like this if you want to. And you could like I said, like with the first ponytail, you could tie this around like this so that you can't see the elastic, and then that would be really cute. Or you can just do the basic top knot, which is what I'm gonna do. See, that's really cute too, like super cute. It reminds me of the 80s for some reason. Maybe, is that like an 80s look? Feels like it is. And then, so you're just gonna twist it, just like you do a normal top knot, and take it around like this. And you know, this usually looks a lot cuter when you don't have really thick hair. Let me try this again. Because the top knot on your head is supposed to be tiny, but I have such thick hair, so maybe I need to do this a little bit tighter. So let me tuck that in. And then secure this. I'm trying to figure out which elastic I want to use. So if you have thick hair like me, just maybe use less hair since, you know, thick hair struggles. So you can see the elastic a little bit, but you can just take a bobby pin to fix that. Secure that into place. And then you could do it messier too, like the other ones, and pull at it, make it bigger, pull right here, pull out other ways to frame your face. But yeah, this is the half up, half down top knot. Alright guys, so for the last look, number 5, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 Dutch braids on the side to frame my face. So I like to do a deep part on the right side of my hair. Or you can do it down the middle too, it's all what a personal preference. I feel like I say that a lot. Do I say personal preference in my videos a lot? Oh well. So you're going to have the deep part like this, and then you're going to take a section of your hair, about that big, and then you are going to, let me get closer so I can show you the Dutch braid. A Dutch braid is the same thing as a French braid, except it's like inside out. So a Dutch braid is going under, which is going to make the braid have more of like a 3D effect, versus the French braid where you're braiding over and it's more like it's going in. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So you're going to break it into 3 pieces just like you would for a French braid. And then you're going to braid it like normal, except you're going to go under. See how I'm going under instead of over? Like this. And then you're going to grab a piece. Grab a small piece and go under this strand. And then you're going to grab a piece from this side and go under. So it's the same exact thing as a French braid, except you're going under instead of over. So you always have 3 strands because you're just adding to each strand before you put it under. So add a piece. And you're going to keep doing the same thing until you get where you want with the braid. So I'm going to speed this part up, and then we'll do the other side, and I'll show you guys how I put this whole look together. One thing I did forget to mention when you're doing this braid, what I'm going to do when I'm done with this braid is I'm going to take it back this way and pin it. So you don't want to braid all the way down in a straight line, otherwise it's going to have this like weird curve. Can you see how I'm kind of like curving and going back a little bit further each time? So I started this way and I'm working my way that way. Alright, I have the braid where I want it to stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop adding pieces and I'm just going to braid all the way down like I would a normal braid. And if you want to, which I've actually seen some girls do, which is really pretty, is you can just tie it off with a clear elastic and you could leave it like that. Or what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do what's called pancaking the braid. So I'm going to make it look a lot bigger and thicker. So what you're going to do is you're going to start, you're going to pancake. Pancaking is like this. So you're going to hold it and you're going to pull, you're going to tug lightly until the braid starts to get bigger. And you're going to do that all the way up. This just gives the braid an effect, makes it look more 3D, and it makes the braid look a lot thicker than it actually is. Just makes it look more bold and dramatic. Especially too, like if you have like blonde hair or like really light hair, these braids are so pretty because it just pops more on lighter hair than it does on darker hair. But you just want to do it slowly because you don't want to accidentally yank the braid out. And you want to do it before you tie it with the elastic because it's constantly loosening up. So it's just hard to do if you already have it in the elastic. See how that's much thicker and flatter? Once you do that, that's why it's called a pancake braid. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to tie this off with an elastic for a second. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Like I said, you could totally just leave this. I see girls do it all the time, and I think it's very cute and like bohemian looking. I'm going to speed up this side, guys, since I showed you on the other side. That way I can show you the finished look. What I didn't show you on the other side, though, let me take this back, is when you have your 3 strands, you're just going to braid like a normal braid for like the first 2 times, like that. And then after you've done that, that's when you're going to start adding in the hair. Okay, so now that we've got these 2 braids, what I do is I like to, first of all, tease this a little bit so that there's some volume right here on the crown of my head. Nothing crazy, just a little bit so that it stays in place. And then the next step I do is super simple. I just, actually I'm gonna take these out now, and actually I'll take this one out at the end because it's easier that way. And then I'm just going to tie it in the back of my head. So now that I have them all together, I'm going to go ahead and take this one out and actually use this same one to tie it and secure it in place. And then you can kind of go like this, push it up to give it some volume. I love this look because it's more of like a very like bohemian, easy to do, and it works really well if your hair is dirty. Braids work great on dirty hair, and then you really don't have to put much effort into down here because it's just kind of like messy, but it's supposed to be, so it looks really, really cool. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I really, really hope you found this video helpful. If you do try out some of these hairstyles, post them on Instagram, tag me. I would love to see your guys' recreation of these looks. And as always, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because it helps me out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!